you ever have a time in your life when you found yourself driving around in a clunker? Maybe it's when you were young and just starting out, or you're having some economic difficulties. My clunker came into my life in 1992. I was divorced for the first time, single father of 2 sons, aged 4 and 5, and my car was getting ready to die. I needed a replacement. Walking through the office hallways, I overheard a couple of coworkers talking. And I bought the car for the kids. They backed it into a fire hydrant, tore a big chunk out of the back. Now it's told I need to get rid of it. Ross, does that car still run? Yeah? How much you want for it? I wouldn't feel right asking for more than, say, $200 for it. Sold! I was the proud owner of a 1980 Dodge Omni. Think Ford Pinto, but not quite as sexy, and not as prone to blowing up when hit from behind. It had a big gash in the back, right where the exhaust pipe was at, which worked to my advantage, because whenever I was driving the kids around, all the exhaust fumes would come up in the back, and they'd just sleep so well in the car. Time was not good for my car. Took the kids to the drive-in, and for those of you who remember that, you have a little speaker box that sits on the door, window frame there. The kids come over, ask me a question, open the car door, get something from me, slam it shut. -1 window. A little bit later, I'm moving around the kids' bicycles in the back. One of the pedals was sticking up just a little bit above the plane of the glass for the hatchback. After that, the kids didn't sleep as well in the car. The passenger front door window did a little bit better than that door. Rolling it up, and it came off the tracks. It was still there, still had glass, but it kind of was at a funky, funny angle there. Didn't quite go right. But it kept the wind from coming in, at least in that direction. It worked. Always had air conditioning in the winter and heat in the summertime. The door handles weren't too good for the Dodge Omni. Getting out of the car one day, click, 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 click. No good. Not a problem, I think. We tried out. I'm out. Very convenient. Lost the door handle on the other door too. It only opened from the out or from the inside. So it was always a challenge getting people in and out of the car. Sometimes the guests were a little bit confused by all that. One day driving along in the rain, there was a windshield wiper blade. I needed to do something to keep the arm from digging into the glass of the windshield, so grabbed an egg McMuffin wrapper, wadded it up into a ball, put it under the windshield wiper blade. Now, those of you old enough to remember McDonald's back when the burgers came in those little styrofoam clams that all the environmentalists hated so much, they got nothing on an egg McMuffin wrapper. 3 years. And then the headlights started getting funky out here. Not a problem, I'm driving with the kids. I just send them out. And they came and pounded on the side of the car. The headlight would come on, which was great. But sometimes I'd drive alone. So I'd use the stick that used to prop up the hatchback when it had glass. Drive anywhere at night without the kids, just reach out the window. Pound on the side of the car until the headlight come on. We can get through all of this. Undoubtedly, having a car with so much charisma resulted in some interesting stories. Once my coworker Fred asked me for a ride out to Henderson. No problem, Fred. Come on down. We've got to pick up the kids from daycare. We'll take you out there. It was raining this particular day. But we headed out there. Up to Henderson through the rain. Egg McMuffin wrapper going back and forth. Rain coming on my shoulder. Fred was kind of dry because the window was there. But we're getting close to his house there. Dark and stormy night in Henderson. Come to this 6-7 inch lake of water in the road. Got to go slow. Going through. Get Fred home. Around the corner in front of me, Republic Service garbage truck going 30 miles an hour. There's nothing for me to do. The kids grabbed the blanket we used in the wintertime in the back seat, threw it up over their heads. Fred had no idea what was coming. The truck comes by and hits the tsunami through the window. On the plus side, neither Fred nor any of my other coworkers ever asked me for a ride anywhere ever again. It wasn't long after that I got a strange, funky smell coming from under the front seat. Something that the water got to, I imagine. Finally got around to investigating it. Reached down there, pulled out 2 funky green sausages. Why some people act in their cars, I got no idea. Another opportunity, I was going off to the garage and was running a little bit late and decided to park at valet. All the nice cars. I pull up, give the driver my keys, come on, do my business, come back to get my car, and there it sits, right where I left it. Damn, it's busted again. Let's start. Battery's gone, axle fell out, what happened? Sir, what's wrong with my car? Sir, take this. The person driving it didn't feel safe parking. Refused to drive it. Couldn't get out of the car, had to climb out through the window. Please don't come back to that. I knew its days were numbered when I was taking the kids up to Mount Potosi to go play in the snow. And we're getting passed by an RV towing a boat. Uphill. Well, eventually my 4-cylinder Dodge became a 3-cylinder Dodge and a 1.5-cylinder Dodge, and it finally died off on me. I've had other cars since then, some newer cars, some older cars. Some I've paid as much as $800 for. But none of those vehicles had the charisma or the place in my heart that my 1980 Dodge Omni had. Madam Mr. Toastmaster.